I'm going to give my review of Berroco Inca Tweed yarn, and I really love this yarn. I'll just say right off the bat, it's fantastic. I've worked with other yarns that are lofty, I guess you could call them, that shed terribly, that split, that even break while knitting. And this yarn, Berroco Inca Tweed, doesn't do any of that. It does have a bit of a halo to it, but it's nothing compared to some of the other yarns that I've worked with, and it's actually very elegant. This yarn is 50% Highland wool, 30% alpaca, so right there it's 80% animal fiber, very strong, very warm, but it's lightweight. The other 20% is, I believe, acrylic and rayon, 14% acrylic and 6% rayon. And it's very easy to knit and work with. It doesn't split. It is very nicely defined. This is a fisherman's rib that I'm working on. The yarn is plied, and in some areas it is a thick and thin yarn, but the gauge delta, the difference between the gauges, is very slight. I have worked with other yarns that have an extremely severe gauge delta in their thick and thin. They go from massively bulky to frighteningly thin in a very short space. Very difficult to make gauge with yarns like that. This, however, even being a thick and thin yarn, even though it's thick and thin, it's not so severe and very easy to make gauge with. It does have wool in it, so I mean, if you're allergic to wool, you wouldn't use this yarn, but it is extremely soft. There's really, for me personally, there's no itch to it at all. Lightweight. It has a subtle silky sheen to it that I really love. It makes it very elegant. Like I say, there is a bit of a halo to it, but when you knit with it, it does not shed all over you. So you don't have to worry about that. But there is a little tiny bit, just ever so slightly tiny bit of floof. Nothing that's going to make problems for you. The neps in the tweed are very nicely incorporated into the yarn. It doesn't look like you rolled around in sawdust in this. The neps are definitely woven into the plies of the yarn. They are very earthy, but not trashy. The combination of the tweed with the subtle sheen of the yarn, I think, makes an extremely elegant yarn. This color that I'm working with is called Cielo. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Cielo. I'm going to include a link to the Berroco website and to the page for Inca Tweed in the video description field. Be sure to hit show more in that video description field. I will give you links to Berroco. I want to take this moment to thank Stacy Perry of verypink.com for being my cyber surrogate knitting teacher. She is fantastic. I am also including a link to her website because if you don't have friends or family that can help you learn how to knit, Stacy is the one to help you learn. All of her videos are extremely easy to learn from. They're very professionally done, and they're just fun to watch. I also would like to tell you that Berroco has an Emily Explains tutorial video series, and I'll give you a link to that as well. So that, in a nutshell, is my critique of Berroco Inca Tweed. I loved working with this yarn so much that I felt I needed to make a video review of it. Thank you.